Surround, hold back, hold back.
Hey guys, so I have the hiccups and it's August and I'm gonna start off on a pretty downer note. Trying to get some water to stop these hiccups. You know that this just does a number on your self-esteem, on your confidence, on your feelings of worthiness, of being loved. And there are some days where I can get through okay, and then there are others where I just need the help. I am so sorry I keep hiccuping. So I've been working today and trying to keep my mind off things, but like I couldn't deal with it anymore. I posted on this person's social media like, you know, fuck you. You are just a horrible person. And let me say that if this person saw that post, I am glad, because I'm so sorry. Getting those words out of me, making my feelings heard is all I've ever wanted from them. I don't want anything else. I just want that person to know how badly they fucking hurt me. Hey you guys, it's Holly from When I'm Editing This, and watching this back, I was in such a miserable place at this time. I couldn't imagine what another day in my life would look like. And I did what I said. I contacted this person, left a message on their social media telling them exactly how they made me feel, and I think they saw it. If they didn't, it doesn't matter, because just being able to speak my truth, it changed everything. Here I am. I'm self-medicating with booze and pills, drugs, and all of that. You guys, what I learned from this experience is don't let anyone else dictate how you heal yourself. Take your healing into your own hands, because at the end of the day, no one else can or will do it for you. And I sat there in this sadness thinking someone else had to do it for me, and that was never true. So take your healing, take control of it, and do what you need to do to make yourself feel like yourself again. I love you. Okay, let's move on to something more fun. What up, you guys? I'm just here to show you. I'm talking about Dua fragrances just a bit, obviously. This is not sponsored. So recently Dua reached out to me and sent me a free perfume of my choosing, and this is the one that I chose. It is called Muscat Theater, and it is a clone of Roja Dove Lakme, I think. Anyway, this is... So this, I just filmed a what's new in my perfume collection video, and this literally came like the day after. It's like rose and fruit, but it also has like some woody and some smoky notes. It's so good. I've been using quite a bit of it since it came in. I've had it for 2 days now, I think. And I know you're like, oh, maceration, but honestly, I have never had to let any of my Dua fragrances macerate. So I thought I'd just show you the others that I have since I'm talking about them. I don't buy Dua unless, oh, it smells so good. I don't buy Dua unless it's either a scent that I'm interested in that's really expensive and either I can't get a decant or sample, or it's, you know, really just cost effective to buy the dupe, or if I think that I'm not gonna like it enough to want the original. It's like kind of hit or miss. All of these I own the actual regular fragrances for, except for Angelic Elixir, which is the dupe of Angel Share. And the reason is I actually like Angelic Elixir better than Angel Share. But this is the This is the Floating World. This is a dupe of Hermescence Iris Ukiyo-e from Hermes. I got a travel size of the regular Hermescence one because I love this one so much. I actually ended up selling my bottle of Hermes Un Chardon Après à la Maison because they smell so similar. They really smell similar to me. And the Iris Ukiyo-e is just better done. Dark Angelica, I have a video on this. I'll link it up in the cards. This is their dupe of Guerlain's Angelique Noire. This is very similar to the opening of Angelique Noire. I don't think they are that similar in the dry down. In my experience, Angelique Noire is a little bit deeper in the dry down than Dark Angelica, but I like to layer them because my bottle is quite old of Guerlain, so it helps refresh it a little bit. And then we have my absolute favorite. This is Queen of Spades. This is a dupe for, look how much I've used. This is a dupe for Picovaya Dama from Xershov, and when I bought this, I bought it because it was like, oh, it was a Russia exclusive, it's hard to find, and I literally bought this, and I was using this so much that I went out and I bought the full, I actually went out and found a full bottle of Picovaya Dama. I think I paid almost $400 for it. So I still use the Queen of Spades most of the time, and then I just use my bottle of Picovaya Dama when I want to be fancy. Since Muscat Theater is a Roja dupe, though, I won't be buying the original because I don't buy any Roja perfumes. This is a personal preference, and I'm not trying to tell anybody how they should live their lives, but I find Roja Dove to be a quite off-putting person, and I really don't want to give him any of my money. So yeah, I will enjoy that quite a bit though, and it will join my little collection. So thank you so much for watching this portion of the video. It, again, not sponsored, but I did get that, and I didn't get to put it in my updated perfume collection new additions video, so I thought I'd talk about them here.
Freddy. Freddy.
How you feeling, Goofy? Oh, you're gonna fall off, sir. You ain't better not stretch out anymore. Go fall right off. It's like he doesn't even care. That probably wasn't the best way to do it. Very coconutty, but not in a weird way.
Hmm?
It's very coconutty, but not in a weird way. Yeah. Come about by August, I have no more fucks to give about shorts and the temperature. Like, I'll be wearing my pajamas year round. I am so lazy. I cannot get dressed to go just to the corner store to buy some booze and gummy bears. Okay, so I got full-footed pajama bottoms, a pajama top, and a hoodie sweater to kind of make it look like I'm not wearing pajamas, but it's actually loungewear. By the way, it is 96 degrees. Okay, and with humidity, it feels like 98 or something. Bitch, why? I am out in the cold air. It is 75 degrees. And I'm like, this shit is too cold. It's 95 degrees. And I'm like, just fine for a sweatshirt. Just right for a sweatshirt. To nobody's surprise, there was a creepy weirdo outside of the gas station who decided to follow me. Like, okay, no. Sorry, I can take care of myself better than that. Anyway, I have mixed feelings about these buzz balls. They always get different flavors. This one I have never tried before, so I'm gonna try this one. Espresso Martini. I hope it tastes a lot like coffee, like black coffee. This is my favorite flavor so far, the chili mango. They're 2 for $5, and you get a pretty good, like it says, it's buzz, so I kind of end up getting them pretty often. But anyway, I'm gonna try this, let's try this Espresso Martini one. So once again, I guess I should make clear, I am not promoting drinking or alcohol or anyone drinking alcohol. I am an adult. I am over the age of legalness. So, yeah. Ooh, cleared my sinuses. Ooh. Doesn't taste bad. Definitely tastes alcoholic. But not like milky like some of the other ones, so that's good. Anyway, okay. My husband has a bottle of Don Julio silver something in the freezer right now. Someone gifted it to him, like one of his, I wasn't a regular client, I don't think. He said that he had some clients who had come in several times and they wanted him to take shots with them, and he couldn't because he's working, so he had to tell them no, and they ended up coming back with a bottle of tequila for him and like gifted it to him. Things like this happen to him all the time. People love him. So anyway, so he has that, and he won't drink it because he's not a drinker. I'll probably drink it, but I really don't want to sit here alone getting drunk on tequila on a Monday night. I'll save that for a pathetic weekend. Oh God. Okay. So I filmed this because I'm not sure if I talk about it later, but this scene, this diner scene in The Sandman, is one of the best pieces of cinematography, of film, directing, acting I have seen in a long time. It was so good. It was tense. I was on the edge of my seat. I was biting my nails, like my heart was palpitating. You have to watch.
should know that was never good. Just had regrets. So I'll go back. Oh, would have got me to forget the time I lost. Moonshine back again.
Hey guys, so you're just propped up like super casually on a pillow. I was gonna do this as an unboxing, but I'm just gonna do it in the vlog because I don't know how much other content there's gonna be. I ordered from Olive Young, which is a Korean health and beauty brand, better than like Yes Style, or there's another one, because they have snacks. So I'll show you what I got. So I did get some beauty items. This I have seen a bunch of Korean vloggers use and talk about. This is from Celimax and is the GiGi Cica BHA Blemish Toner Pad. So honestly, I was definitely influenced, but they had a sale on and they weren't that expensive. Oh, are you kidding me? It peeled off the sticky part, but it had a separate like safety seal underneath. I'm just gonna, it look like this. Anyway, it's a BHA acid toner pad with the Cica, which I really like. I think it's probably quite similar to like the it's got a seal, probably like the First Aid Beauty pads. Actually, I'm gonna start using them, so I want to see what it smells like. But it's just for blemish acne care. I just did my nails, so I'm having some issues. They smell fresh and tonery, very fresh, like minty fresh, like tea tree oil fresh. So anyway, that was the first thing. And then also from Celimax, I got this Derma Nature Fresh Blackhead Jojoba Cleansing Oil. Yay, this is, I'm sure, impossible to see. But this has been rated the Glow Pick Consumer Beauty Awards #1 in 2019. So that looks just like a cleansing oil. But it says it dissolves blackheads, and I get blackheads like enlarged pores. I have a few enlarged pores on my face. So I thought I'd try that. And like I said, the Celimax had a promo running, so I got a new hand cream. This is the Hanyul hand cream in the Seorite. So this is the Hanyul hand cream in the Seorite line scent, which I think is like supposed to be like a black bean sort of scent, but it just smells like a fresh scent to me. I've used this already. I opened it and used it. It has a really nice lotiony consistency, but then it absorbs completely into the skin. And the scent is actually quite strong. Like, you can definitely smell it lingering on the skin, but because it's very fresh and pleasant, I don't mind. And then the last makeup item I got was from Peripera. This is the Ink Airy Velvet in their new peach line, and the shade is number 23, and that is in the peach light. And I have not looked at this yet. I have a couple of the regular ink, velvet ink matte. What are they called? Ink Velvet. I think they're the Ink Velvet matte, and they're really nice. I use them for my lips, my cheeks, for everything. So it's peach. This is the more peachy toned of the ones that they had left. The other one was a little bit more of like a rosy mauve, like mauvey tone, but that's really pretty. That's really pretty. Like, it's deep enough to work for lips or cheeks, and it has a nice peachy undertone, but it's not orangey, which I don't know why I have so much orange lip stuff, but I do. I have like a ridiculous amount of it. So these are all rice with rice. I got 2 OTTOGI rice friends, and what they are is they are just an inclusion that you put in rice, cooked rice, and then you can do whatever you want. Like, they have a whole bunch of suggestions on the backside, as well as directions in Korean, so I can't read them, but it's pretty simple based on the picture. This one is like vegetable and seaweed, I believe. This was a seaweed one, and this one is beef bulgogi. So yeah, so next time I make rice, I will just add those. I really want to make rice balls, and then I got a curry. This is a prepackaged curry. It's already cooked. It's basically, you just put it on your rice and heat it up. So those are just some easy food things. And then I got a couple of cup noodles. These are really inexpensive, you guys. Like, I know it seems so weird that I ordered cup noodles from Korea, but these were like $1 each. And then shipping was already free because of the beauty items that I got. So I got 2 in the kimchi rice noodle flavor, and 1 in the udon noodle flavor. I love kimchi, so I thought I'd give those a try. I'm gonna probably eat one of those right now. But anyway, that's what I picked up from Olive Young. If you like seeing this kind of stuff in the vlogs, let me know, because I get stuff all the time that I'd be happy to show people, but I don't want to make a whole video out of it. So if you want to see included more vlogs like this, let me know. All right, bye. So, of course, I'm always showing you the stuff I'm watching on Netflix. You guys, I have so many streaming services. I'm watching Never Have I Ever. It's the 3rd season. I think it's probably going to be the last season. Like I've said before, Netflix tends to run in 3s. It's just dumb. Like, it's dumb. It's easy to watch. It's cute. Davy is so annoying, though. My gosh. Like, her brain is so self-centered. If she were my sister or my friend, I would want to strangle her. But I really like Paxton Hall Yoshida. He's a cutie. Anyway, I like watching. It's nice to watch. So that's what I'm watching right now. She's a little food beggar. She's hungry. She's hungry. Hey, you. Ridiculous. Freddy, you're gonna fall. Oh, Fred. You're gonna fall right off.
We done? You really eat me. half of that.
No.
They're pretty much I got extra max hours.
Yeah. So for dinner tonight, I'm having curry. It's supposed to be mild, so we shall see. I think it's just a vegetable curry. Yeah, has a really good taste. Tastes like a yellow curry. It's from a packet, so I wasn't sure, but it tastes fine. Anyway, I've been feeling like just in a funk, like just kind of in a depression lately. I don't know. Like it was going on before I went to the hospital, and then it's still going on, and like it just got kind of worse. I don't know. I feel like time is moving really slow, but at the same time, like going so fast, and I feel like I'm just stuck. And I don't know what to do about it. I was supposed to go, like I said, I had gotten accepted back to uni this year, but I can't go right now because financial things. And I just don't, I feel like I feel like a loser, to be quite frank, to be honest. Yeah. Anyway, this is good. I'm gonna eat it.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never good, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, but it got me to forget the time I lost, moonshine back again.
So I lost a jewel on this nail, so I'm gonna grind down the empty spot and replace it. And then this is the last of the orange nails on my hand, on this hand. Oh, I don't want to see that. So I'm gonna remove that, and then I'm gonna put on a new color.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that what's never gone, just have regrets.
So, a side effect from an antipsychotic that I used to take many years ago was restless leg.
And I haven't taken this drug for so long, like years and years and years. But I still get restless leg syndrome. And I'm not kidding that I would never wish this on my worst enemy. I had this last night, and it was just so bad. It was so bad, and today I had to take so many pills to just fucking be able to get some relief. And today I feel like shit. So, you guys, it sounds like the stupidest thing that could ever happen to you. Like, restless leg syndrome. Like, sounds so fucking stupid. But it's honestly the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I'm watching American Horror Stories. Actually, I need to make sure I'm on the right episode. I'm watching American Horror Stories, the second season. I like these compared to the original AHS, like full seasons, because sometimes like American Horror Story can feel like it drags a bit, but these are just short and quick and to the point, and I like that. So I'm gonna watch that. So I guess I did a bad thing and overdosed on sleeping pills and benzodiazepine and alcohol, which I've talked about before. I used to have a real problem. I just had to go in treatment. Anyway, I woke up today and I didn't know what day it was. I had lost an entire day. So yeah. All I remember was I had restless leg syndrome so bad. I was so miserable. I just wanted to sleep. And I remember taking shots of tequila, but I don't remember taking any pills. But I must have, because a bunch of pills are missing. And I lost a whole day. So, there you go. That's... Don't get into drugs, kids. PSA. So, I've had, like, the hardest summer. I swear, I don't know. Like, in July, I had COVID, and then I had hay fever, and then in August, I was in the hospital, and now I'm having one of the months where I have the really painful periods. I've talked about them before, I think, but I had my son was being weird. I had a procedure done, and I had a reaction, like a late onset, like reaction. I'll put more explanation on the screen. So it basically feels like my uterus is trying to give birth to itself, essentially, but it's more painful than giving birth because there's no release of the pressure. There's nothing to come out. So I've just been in so much pain. I have got an iced coffee. I've got sea salt and caramel Twix, salted caramel Twix. I'm watching Single Drunk Female. I just started, so we're gonna see how this show goes. But I feel like I've not done anything in months because I don't have the energy to work. I don't have the energy to film. I don't have the energy to go out. I have to take my cats to the vet next week, but it's super expensive and I don't know if it will be, not sure what's gonna go on. But anyway, yeah, I am so sorry that I am such a boring person. And if you are watching this, interested in my boring ass self, thank you, I appreciate it. It does make me feel somewhat better to feel like you're keeping me company while I'm, feeling kind of crappy.
I love it when the camera angle just gives you such a good look at my double chin. I just love that. Anyway, I got a bottle of the Christian Dior Maison Dior Oud Rosewood, and I did a swap. And this is just one of those teensy tiny cute little 7.5 mils. But I want to wear it and I want to spray it. So I'm actually going to transfer it into not a regular spray bottle. I'm going to transfer it into just a spray bottle. This is I'm reusing because I don't want to waste my nicer bottles. Let's see if I might have to decant this. Nope, it's going to go out. Okay, good. So I can just pour it. Fantastic. I had wanted to try this, but I hadn't gotten a chance to. So I'm really excited to have this. I want to wear it and test it out because now that Dior raised their prices, I really want to give it a good wear and see if it's something I want to add to my collection. I'm going to see if I can remove the label. So I have a lighter, and I'm just going to see if I can loosen up the adhesive that way. Yeah, okay, yep, it's coming off. All right, so then I'm just going to put it on this bottle over the old label. It's not very neat, but it's on there. And this, as cute as it is, doesn't really need to, I'm not gonna resell it or anything, so I will just keep it for display probably. It's super cute. But I'll figure out what to do with that later. So first of all, I have Histoire de Parfum 1969. This is the travel size, and I got it a long time ago, and I forgot about it. And it went off. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell the way it used to. It used to be this really nice, spicy patchouli, and now it's just kind of meh. So the way I use up some of these fragrances that I don't like or I don't love, but also I don't hate enough to just toss them, I want to get the use out of them, is I put them on my ankles at bedtime. And that way, my sheets kind of smell nice, but I'm not really getting a heavy whiff of the fragrance. So I'm gonna put that on first, and then I'm gonna just spray on the Oud Rosewood. Yeah. Oh, that's really nice. I really like that. Barring a fantastic release from Maison Dior, Oud Rosewood and Jasmine d'Azange they're my two that I want to get from the collection next. All right, y'all. So I got on those Factor meals again this week. I only have 1 week's worth because it's expensive. I love these meals, but bitch, they're expensive. I need Factor to fucking sponsor me. So Yeah, like, let's put that into the universe. Let's make that sponsorship happen. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to pick my meals for the week because I forgot. So they just sent me their selection. So it's all vegetarian this week. This is the cavatappi primavera with goat cheese and like garlic green beans. I've had this before. It's really good. I really like the goat cheese. I really like the green beans. The cavatappi is not my favorite pasta style, but yeah, the meal's good. So we're gonna do that. I also got my Wink wine order for the month. So I think with dinner, I'm not sure what I'm having for dinner. I'll have some wine. So tomorrow I'm going out. I look awful. I'm taking Freddy and GiGi, but I'm not sure if GiGi's getting a checkup or not. But they're going to the feline cardiologist. They're gonna get their heart scans. GiGi, she's been fine in the past. I don't expect her to be any different. She's got a good little pumper in there. Freddy, I have talked about him, I think in my very first vlog. I talked about getting their DNA tested for HCM, the HCM gene, which is not the only cause of HCM in cats, but it's something that they can test for. It's a pretty new test as well. So when I had their genetics tested, GiGi is negative for the gene. She does not have it. Freddy is positive heterozygous, and it's the better outcome of the two versions of positive, because being heterozygous means he only has one DNA strand that carries the gene, instead of both, which would be homozygous. So he also was born with a heart murmur, so it's really important for him to be just proactively tested from a year old on. So he turned a year old last month, and so he's going to get his little heart tested tomorrow. And you'll see what they have to say.
So I won't hold back, and you should know that was never good, just have regrets. So I won't go back, oh, what got me to forget the time I lost, let me forget. If I were to the sea,
Night's factor meal is vegan chickpea curry with the with some of the same green beans with garlic. I did go to an Asian market. I had like 5 minutes to run in while we were waiting for the Uber. I grabbed a bottle of Kewpie mayo, so I just put some mayo on the curry. I've already had this meal before. It's really good. It is spicy though, so I put some mayo on it, try to cut down some of that spice. But yeah, so this is really good. Like this one a lot. That's the factor. It's chickpea curry, and it is vegan. My dessert, I have I believe this is a passion fruit mochi that I just took out of the freezer because they were so soft. They got really hot in the car. And then I have Calpico, lychee, and mango mini. These are kind of like the Yakult flavored yogurts. You just shake them, and then you punch the straw through the lid like it was what are those called? Pre-Suns. So anyway, they're really good. Yeah. So we'll see how this, actually, let's see how this tastes. Tastes cold. I don't know if that's passion fruit flavor, actually. It came with 3 flavors: pomelo, passion fruit, and plum. This actually might be the plum. So, anyway, I'm gonna watch American Horror Story Cult. I'm gonna try. We'll see. Okay. Just because I know you are dying to know, the previous one was 100% the plum. This is the passion fruit. And then I had the pomelo. Actually, is this the pomelo? No. Yes. So this is the pomelo. The first one I had was passion fruit, and then the one you just saw that was green is the plum. And now, you guys, this is probably gonna be the end of the vlog, because it is August 31st. I ain't got no more plans for the day. I'm gonna eat this food. I'm gonna watch something. I started watching American Horror Story Coven. The problem with American Horror Story is that it's like really good at the beginning. Then there's always like a big chunk in the middle that's kind of slow and boring, and then it gets good at the end. So I'm at the boring chunk right now. Pray for me, because I've heard this is like one of the best seasons. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. And if you got all the way through to the end, thank you so much for your time. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.
And you should know that